everyone, welcome to the channel. So we know that Youngboy and Jania got into it yesterday, and it's been a long time since I did a video on either Jania or anybody Youngboy. So Jania was talking on social media, and Youngboy actually responded with this, and he said, "I'm a real shooter, bitch, your boyfriend and HOE. I was cool with him until he put my son out the car and made him walk. Let's speak the truth, HOE. Then he says, y'all don't want to do this with me. Don't effing lie on me. Dealing with my kids, bitch. Them and this money is all I got." And then Jania actually posted a video where Kacey was talking about DeJounte.
Kacey, DeJounte mean? I can't hear you.
No.
He ever put us out? Huh?
He didn't.
He didn't, right? What the people talking about?
That happened a bit. About $20.
But anyways.
It's really hard for me to picture DeJounte kicking Jania and Kacey out of his car and making them walk. Now, I don't know DeJounte personally, and I know some men can get upset and be like, get out of my car, you and your kid, get out of my car and go walking. I can understand that, but I don't see DeJounte being that type of person, to be honest. Anyways, Jania went live today and she cried, and she was basically saying how Kacey doesn't really want to go to his dad's house. He cries when he goes over there, and she be heartbroken when she has to leave him. So go ahead and take a listen, guys.
So it does hurt me. And it does hurt me that, like, sometimes I'm not able to talk to my baby when he's gone. It does hurt me. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, regardless of the fact, I never wanted to bash you. I never wanted to say that you was a bad father. I never wanted to say none of that. Where he's crying, where he's telling me that he doesn't want to go with me. He wants to stay at my mom's house because he's scared I'm about to go drop him off. But that's besides the point. So even with my boyfriend, Kacey doesn't feel unwanted at all when he's around us. He lives with us. He doesn't feel unwanted at all. At the end of the day, if he was to walk through this door right now, kid you not, I've been online, y'all saw it. He would run to the door before I even go to the door to go greet him at the door. You know what I mean? If I'm on the phone and he knows that he hears his voice, he's saying his name. You know what I mean? And it's not even, oh, he's trying to be his dad, whatever the case may be. Everybody knows their place in the situation. He's not trying to be his dad. He's not trying to be nothing but a man that's around a child that he's not about to just, oh, that's just my girl child. Or, oh, he's just staying with me. Like, no, it's interactive. Like, we play, we joke, we all included. You get what I'm saying? And the same when his daughter come around. It's just what goes on. Just like I saw comments saying, oh, I'm mad because he's around his girl and stuff like that. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. She's been in the room and said something to me about Kacey, and we've communicated about Kacey with no problem. Like, with no problem. Kacey did this, okay, I asked Kacey, we communicated. That's just point blank, period. Like, there's no beef, there's no problem. And I hate that they tried to paint that narrative. But at the end of the day, like I said before, I wasn't trying to bash nobody. I'm not trying to keep nobody's child from them. But when I do take Kacey, it's when I feel like, okay, he's been gone for, probably a month. Because when I do let him go, he's staying for long periods of time. And y'all know this because y'all will see Kacey gone for a long period of time. And guess what? That long period of time, every day he's asking me to come get him. But in my head, I'm thinking he needs to spend time with his dad. He has to have a relationship with his dad. He needs to be with his daddy. I want him to have a relationship with his daddy. That's all I ever fucking wanted. If I didn't want that day that everybody was called to go to BR to stop that, I would have signed that paper too. That wasn't the case with me. And like I cried on that phone and told you that day, I did not want you not to have a relationship with your child. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. That's never not what I wanted. I didn't have Kacey for no money. I didn't have Kacey for nothing but the fact that it was talked about. You get what I'm saying? So the fact that I'm getting bashed on the internet as if I'm not a good mom, like, I'm gonna put my child in harm's way. Like, are you serious? The same girl that buys flights to bring him to you also buys flights to pick him up from you, also sends him with a full suitcase full of clothes, and anything that you do is extra. That same girl that never asked you for anything, that same girl you're getting on the internet bashing, is crazy. It's crazy, and I'm not gonna lie, it is times where I do feel like if I send my baby, I'm not gonna get my baby back. It is times that I feel like if I send my baby, I'm not gonna get my baby back. And who wants to feel like that? Who wants to feel like I have to, because there's no child support, there's no laws involved. So who wants to feel like they're never going to get their child back? Nobody wants to feel like that. Like, come on now. And I did go through my time where I was running wild, out here wild, whatever the case may be. Fuck, I was 19, 20 years old, doing anything that a fucking child would do. Having a child, I was a baby having a baby. I've matured, and I still have room to mature. I'm not all the way to where I want to be right now. But at the end of the day, I do try. And when it comes to my child, it's war. And nobody can tell me nothing about my baby. I don't care. I don't care what you're talking about. I don't care. Pregnancy by myself. That's my baby. So, like I said before, I didn't get on here to bash nobody. I didn't get on here to do all of that. I don't want no problems. If it was all peaches and cream, that's great. If Kacey was like that, he wanted to go. Matter of fact, he did say that he missed you. He did. And what I do, I had him call you on your birthday. You didn't answer the phone, nor did you text back. I text your people and said that he wants to see you. And one of your people texted me back and said, you can't do nothing but keep trying. Those are facts. But since you're and when you got on the phone with him that one day, remember? And the person that put you on the phone with him said, you hung up on your baby? And then after that, it was no communication. He said, hey, daddy. And I'm not gonna lie, that shit do fuck with me because that's my child. You know what I mean? And I don't know why Kacey feels the way that he does. Of course he tells me story. Of course I know what goes on in that house. Of course I know. And I don't ask. I promise to God I don't ask because I really don't care. But when my child is telling me stories and I'm like, damn, for real? Damn. Of course I'm like, okay, well that's probably why he feels the way that he feels. You know what I mean? But is that my place to get on here and tell your business? Or tell people this? That's not my place. So that's all I gotta say. And yeah, I know it's probably gonna go over people's head, and I really don't care. All I want is the best for my child. That's it. That's all. Like I said before, I'm not the best parent. Who the fuck is the best parent? There's no rule book on how to be a mom. There's no rule book on how to be a dad. You can't do nothing but try. And that's all I'm doing. I'm trying. Just trying to make sure that my baby is okay. Because if that wasn't the case, I guarantee you Kacey wouldn't be saying, Mama's the best mom. Kacey wouldn't be saying, you're my best friend. Kacey wouldn't be saying, you're the best. Kacey wouldn't be saying that. Kacey would not be saying that if I wasn't who I say I am. It's like, he would not be saying it. So, with that being said, it is what it is. And whatever comes behind it, comes behind it. And